What's up, guys? Welcome to another video, and let's just get right into it because I don't want this to take forever like it has the last couple times. Last week I went 11-5, which is good. That's about my goal. That's like 68% ish. So that's about where I'm hoping to be. I'm now 42-22 on the season, which isn't bad. It's not, amazing, but it's not bad. So yeah, let's get into the picks this week. Thursday game, Rams Seahawks. This one was hard to pick. I don't know who I should pick. I know who I did pick, but it was hard. I did go with the Seahawks because it's in Seattle. That's a big reason. The Rams are coming off of a loss. Seahawks are coming off of a win. I just feel like they'll win, but I wouldn't at all be surprised if the Rams win. Jets Falcons. I'm going to pick the Jets. As you can see, I'm a BYU fan. Love me Zach Wilson. No, love me some Zach Wilson. He is my favorite. No, he's not. But he's one of my favorites. Okay. So it was great to see him win, even though I am a Dolphins fan and I don't like the Jets. We'll get to the Dolphins in a second, but I was glad to see them win. And I picked them to beat the Falcons in London this week. So, yeah. Eagles, Panthers. I am totally a believer in the Panthers. I think they're amazing. They just need McCaffrey to come back, and apparently he has a chance to still play. So this week, which would be great for me because I have him on my fantasy team, and I also have Joe Mixon, who's also hurt. So I need one of them to play at least. Otherwise, I'm down to Josh Jacobs, who's always hurt, and whoever I can find in free agency. This week, who did I pick up? Oh, Samaje Perine. That's who I got. Yeah, I'm going to go with the Panthers, having said that, because obviously, I'm going to go with the Panthers. They're better than the Eagles. I don't think the Eagles are very good. Yeah. Sam Darnold looked amazing to start the season, especially on the ground. I didn't expect to see him running the ball this much, but he's been great. Packers, Bengals. I'm going to pick a surprise one. I'm going to go with the Bengals. I just kind of feel like they're going to win. It's in Cincinnati. They're coming off of a nice win against Jacksonville. And just, I don't know. I feel like the Bengals are going to win. Joe Burrow's a great quarterback. He's got some good receivers. Green Bay has some terrible defensive backs. So, yeah. I'm going to go with the Bengals. That's the one I'm least confident in this week, but I have a feeling. But my feelings are wrong quite a bit. Patriots, Texans. Patriots because the Texans just lost by 40 last week. So I'm going to pick the Patriots. Titans, Jaguars. I'm going to pick the Titans. They lost to the Jets in overtime. Without their two best receivers. Because they missed a field goal. Otherwise, they would have tied. More than likely, unless Zach Wilson led a nice drive at the end to... Wait. No. Yes. Yeah, because it was there's 30 seconds left, and that was the second drive of the overtime. I'm trying to remember exactly what happened, because this was yesterday when I watched the full game. So, anyways, yeah. I'm gonna pick the Titans over the Jags. Urban Meyer, I hate him. He sucks. He coached at Utah, so obviously I don't like him. But he's not a good coach. He's going to either be fired or resign after this year. He's said he's not doing it now, but he's not making it to next year. Lions, Vikings. I don't know what I was doing picking the Vikings last week. That was a dumb thing that I did. But I'm gonna pick them this week because the Lions are not good. Okay. Broncos, Steelers. This is one of the other hard ones. I'm gonna pick the Broncos. They've looked really good pass rush is amazing. Their whole defense is amazing. Roethlisberger's not been great. He's old, can't move. So I'm going to pick Denver. Broncos, not Broncos. That was the last game. Dolphins, Bucks. Okay. Let's, I'll have a moment of silence for Dolphins fans. Yeah, okay. That's all they deserve. They suck. Dolphins suck. They suck. And I've said it since before the season. I'm still saying it now. I'm going to pick the Bucks. I'm just going to say that now. The Dolphins suck. They are terrible. They are a terrible, not very good football team. Jacoby Brissett is better than Tua, but they still can't score. And I'm not joking when I say he's better than Tua. I legit think he is better than Tua. Tua, terrible. Like, the only way the Dolphins can be saved is if they trade all of their picks for Deshaun Watson. I seriously don't care. 3 firsts and 3 seconds in Tua to the Texans, plus, say, I don't know, Van Ginkel or someone at linebacker, or just have so many good players. Just get Deshaun Watson however you can. Then they have a chance to be really good. Until then, they aren't going to be good, because Tua sucks, and you need good quarterbacks to win. Just, legit, if they don't get rid of Tua next year, find someone else, I might just become like a Bengals fan or something. Like, seriously, the Dolphins, I hate being a Dolphins fan. They annoy me so. It's like being a fan of the Chicago Bulls. Just, okay, until this past off season in the NBA, being a fan of Chicago Bulls, because they always suck, and they're supposed to be good and like get young talent, and they just don't. Same thing with the Dolphins. They've had all the picks in the world to get young talent. They suck. Just hate them. All right, we need Watson. That's what I'm gonna say. Gonna pick the Bucks. Bucks barely beat. I guess I should talk about the Bucks. Bucks barely beat the Patriots last week. Tom Brady broke Drew Brees' passing record, which makes me sad, because Drew Brees is my favorite player ever. So, and as a Dolphins fan, I don't particularly love Tom Brady, so that makes me sad. But yeah, so they won. Brees is still better. Ooh. Is he? They're close. Brady's more accomplished, but Brees might be better. I will have to think about that more before I say for sure, though. Saints, Washington. Oh boy, I knew I should have picked the Giants last week. I knew it. I was this close to picking them, but I didn't, because I went with my brain, stupid brain, and then the Saints lost in overtime, but still, just, So I'm gonna pick the football team. They're better. I feel like the Saints aren't going to have a good game. Jameis is going to get benched at some point this season. Like, he's not going to be the starter. Like, Sean McVay will not accept him throwing interceptions and, like, being dumb and, like, losing. So he'll put in Taysom, who had a great game this week. Go Cougs. Taysom is awesome. He needs to be the starter. But until then, probably not going to pick them very much. So Washington is my pick this week. Bears, Raiders. I'm going to pick the Raiders. They've been better than the Bears. They've kind of proved me wrong. I still don't fully buy in, especially after the Monday game, but they're a lot better than I expected. And the Bears are about like I expected and not great. Justin Fields is their starting quarterback for the rest of the season, barring injury, obviously. So that's something. I don't think that's the smart decision. They should play Dalton. Except, like, when he comes back. When he's not hurt, they should play Dalton. But whatever. Browns, Chargers. I'm going to pick the Chargers. I hope Baker has a good game. I hope the Browns do well. But I'm going to pick the Chargers. I feel like they're better. I mean, and they're at home. Not that means much for them. They don't have a home crowd advantage at all. But yeah, I'm gonna pick the Chargers. Niners, Cardinals. I literally just finished watching the Rams-Cardinals game like 10 minutes ago. So, like, I'm fresh off of watching them just dominate. They were awesome. Now, I'm gonna be honest. This was a hard one for me. I kept going back and forth. I ultimately landed on the Cardinals. I just feel like I don't necessarily feel like they're going to win. My brain tells me they're going to win. But again, my brain is dumb quite often. So, I don't know. I think it's going to be a close, really good game. Can't wait to watch it. I just need Kyler to not do well because I'm going against him in fantasy. Okay. Well, he's going to do well. Unfortunately. Not unfortunate. You know what I mean. Next, Giants, Cowboys. I'm gonna pick the Cowboys because they're better. They're better. That's what I have to say. And they're at home. Bills, Chiefs. This is gonna be a great game. I'm gonna pick the Chiefs. They're at home. They're better. I still think, even though they're 2-2 and the Bills are 3-1. I had to think about that for a second. I think they're 3-1. Who'd they play week 3? I don't know. I'm pretty sure they won that though, because they just blew out Houston. This week blew out the Dolphins. Just stupid Dolphins. Anyways, Chiefs. I'm going to pick to beat the Bills because they're better. We saw how they did in the AFC Championship game last year. So, yeah. And finally, Colts, Ravens. I'm going to pick the Ravens, even though I don't want to. I hate the Ravens. Love the Colts. Next to the Dolphins, the Colts are my favorite team. Or we can just call them my favorite team, because I hate the Dolphins. But I'm going to pick the Ravens. This one last week, the Colts' schedule gets easier after this. And then people will finally see that they're a very good team. Super Bowl window, or Super Bowl this year? Probably not. Next year's their window, though. Next year, I think they have a legit shot. Once Wentz kind of gets in the flow of things. Because he didn't get in the flow of things this offseason because he got hurt. Like, everything's just going against him. His offensive line sucks. He's, like, taken the most hits of any quarterback, which should not happen. He got sacked 1,000,000 times. Got pressured 1,000,000 times against the Dolphins pass rush last week. Which sucks. It's just... He can't get a break. He's always getting hurt. His line always sucks. It's just not... It's not fair. And then people will say he sucks because everything else around him sucks. I still think you're good, Carson. But I'm going to pick against you this week, but I wouldn't be surprised if the Colts won. So, yeah. Those are my picks. I don't think I missed any games. I did not, I don't think. So, yeah. See you guys next week, and bye.